Welcome to everybody to our Tech Lab Tech Talk. At GGC, we think that the intersection of technology and marketing strategy is where competitive advantage often is found. So we're very passionate about the tech tools that we bring to the table. We like to try new things and vet them and then roll them out to all of our clients for greater marketing results. That's why we say measurably better marketing, and we use technology as a way to drive those tools forward. Today, we have Ben Bullock, who's going to talk about a new custom GPT technique that he's using, which is helping us write more powerful copy and create more powerful marketing strategies using ChatGPT. Deanna Dionne is going to talk about a new tool that's adding a lot of impact and graphic power to our websites called Infogram. And Sarah Gontero is going to talk about a powerful new tool called ListenLayer that is solving the ROI-tracking problem that many companies have, as well as being a new de-anonymizer tool. And that's exciting. Not a lot of people are using it, and Sarah's going to talk more about that.
First pain point I'll talk about is inconsistent data between marketing and sales, what we like to call is a data gap. What the data gap is that marketing platforms such as HubSpot is contact-based and your CRM is account-based. For us to be able to tie revenue back to marketing activities, we need to understand who that contact is. If we're missing contact information, we are unable to tie revenue back to those marketing activities. As I share my screen, you'll be able to see an example report that shows how we're able to track marketing activity, which will be the source of the contact, all the way down to the opportunity amount. In this specific report example, we're looking at the created source, where the contact came from, if it reconverted, what was the last converting source, as well as any sort of conversions, the amount of conversions, and taking a look at the amount of revenue that is coming through. So the primary conversion value would be the revenue that is being influenced by marketing activities. Second pain point that I will go over is being able to understand the who and your anonymous site visitors. ListenLayer offers a solution to that, and what that tool is called People Revealed B2B. What this tool does is it allows us to identify anonymous visitors coming to your site. And when I say visitors, the actual contacts, not just company information. Within this report that we're looking at right now, you could see contact information, first name, last name, the primary email address, the company. They also have information on the LinkedIn profile. Great thing about the ListenLayer tool is that we're able to extract the company email. So not just the personal email of the contact, but we're able to extract the actual company email for follow-up. This tool is a great tool to understand your anonymous site visitors, what sources they're coming through on your site, and the pages that they're landing on. This allows us to have personalized follow-up with these contacts to try to make contact with them. As I mentioned, ListenLayer is a great tool to be able to solve the pain points of inconsistent data between marketing and sales, and being able to understand anonymous site visitors with their de-anonymizer tool called B2B People Revealed.
Let's hear from Deanna Dionne, who's going to talk to us about Infogram, a very exciting SEO-friendly web tool.
I'm introducing Infogram. This is how it looks on the back end for us. We're seeing some of these components that we've made for blogs. Where this is really fun is in how it displays data, especially. So let me show you how we've integrated this into a blog for H2 Scan. As we scroll down, we'll see our first infogram here, where the information comes in quickly and it's interactive, where you can roll over and see what's happening. We also used Infogram for this tooltip. It's nice because it looks like a graphic, but the text is selectable and viewable by search engines and other engines that are scraping data. Here's another example of how we've used Infogram on a blog in what is a really graphic way of presenting. This is a really lightweight solution to have these little kind of mini infographics within your blogs. But that's just where it starts. We can grow from there to have more comprehensive infographics. So here We created an infographic and again put it inside of a blog post. And that starts right here with picking the best partner. Each of these elements are fading in as we scroll. And what's really nice about this too is that it is mobile responsive. So it looks good on mobile as well as on desktop. And again, this is just the basics of what it can do. What I really love about Infogram is that it's really versatile. And although we haven't made these larger applications yet, I pulled a couple of pre-made examples. We could use it to show an annual report, a presentation, a white paper. And again, where it really shines is having this interactive element. So let me show you as we scroll through this example. We can have animated elements come in. And then again, showing these graphs is where it's really valuable. Another example of how you can get even more into the nitty-gritty is you can have pull-down forms that completely change the data for your whole dashboard per slide. So this is a really interactive way of presenting data specifically, but also presenting infographics. It could be used for trade shows, for kiosk style presentations, white papers. It adds in some animation and some interactivity to your website. And it's also very versatile in how it can be branded for each client. And again, it's good for mobile, which is what I love.
Let's hear from Ben Bullock, who's going to show you the custom GPT tools that we are building for each client that are very powerful and harness the true advantage of ChatGPT in a very high impact manner.
So I'm going to show you something that's changing how we're thinking about marketing, and it's called the Client GPT. So this is a custom trained AI assistant that already understands your brand, your audience, and your strategy. So you can think of this as a strategist that has read everything that you've ever produced and never forgets a single detail. So this specific Client GPT was built for Lakeshore Cryotronics, and that is a company that helps researchers and engineers measure the world at extreme temperatures and precision. So we've trained this bot with Lakeshore's messaging, their product data, and audience insights. So whenever you ask it a question, it's going to give an accurate, on-brand, and written in their exact tone response. So we're going to go through a couple of examples here. These are three quick examples, but obviously you can kind of take this as far as you'd like. But with this first example, we're going to ask it to write a LinkedIn post. All right, so we're getting a quick response here from this Client GPT that is natural, it's confident, it's true to the brand. So it doesn't sound like an AI is giving you a response. It's really tailored to the client. So this sort of example, great for quick social posts or trade show recap, or when you need some ad copy that you need quickly and high quality. The second option or second example we're going to go through here is more strategic. So here we're asking for 3 campaign ideas that are targeting our core audience. So as you can see, the GPT doesn't just write, it will think, and it will refer to all the documents that we have loaded and trained the specific Client GPT. And we are getting 3 responses here. And it's using Lakeshore's real marketing framework, and it turns our question into smart, actionable ideas. So these are some really campaign level thinking in mere seconds. And then lastly here, we're going to do something that would help the sales team. So we're going to ask it to write a follow-up email that the sales team could send after a conference. You can see we're getting some subject line options that the sales team can use, and a full email here that is, it's referencing some product lines, maintains a professional tone, and looks to be perfectly aligned with the brand. So it's these 3 examples where we see this consistency and responses. It can build trust in its usage, and it saves the marketing team and potentially the sales team as well just hours in rewriting. So with these examples, you're seeing just within a few clicks that the tool can deliver strategy, content, and alignment all in one place. It's fast, it's consistent, and it's tailored for your brand. So that's the power of a client GPT, and it's become a true partner for us as a creative team.